What's up? Papa Daddy up in the house. Got the fan hooked up to a switch. And if you've watched my first video, or if you haven't, please watch my first video as I go into how this works as a relay, how I have this hooked up to a terminal, and how I have a fuse and a fan. I'll explain it in vivid detail for you guys. Got the fan, illuminated switch, and I explained all that in my first video, so if you want to, go ahead and click the link and check that out. But for you that already know how to do this, now what I'm getting ready to demonstrate is this gizmo, which is a thermostat switch. And I got this off of a dryer, and I looked up the numbers on it, and what this thing does, it opens up at 80 degrees. Let me see. Let me get something. So if it opens up at 80 degrees, it's got to close at some point, right? So if it opens up at 80 degrees, that means that excuse my drawing, these get energized right here. It gets energized, and then it creates a flow inside of this mechanism, and it's like a switch. Well, it is a switch, so it gets energized just as a switch gets energized once you put power to it. So it serves the same purpose, just from a temperature standpoint. Now, you may ask, okay, what if it gets at 120, 20 degrees? Yeah, it'll stay open. The switch will stay open, meaning on. So let's just use the word on. If it goes to 80 degrees, if it gets 80 degrees in the room, it turns on. This is what this thing does. You can buy these preset for different degrees or whatnot, but related to car audio, 80 degrees is a target point for me, because if it's 80 degrees in my trunk, I want my fans to kick on at 80 degrees. Okay, so the way that this switch works again is that it energizes at 80 degrees. Now it closes or off from off position at 60 degrees. So at 60 degrees, it's off until it gets up to 80 degrees, and then it turns on. So this at 60 degrees and at 80 degrees or below turns off. So once it starts getting up to about 80 degrees, bam, it kicks on. And I'll demonstrate how this thing works. Now I have my switch here, and you will hear a ping inside of it whenever I heat this element up here. You hear a ping inside of it. So I'll hold this right here because I don't want to shock myself. So I'll hold it there, and I'll use my heat gun to heat this thing up, and you'll hear a ping inside of it. There, it clicked. Now we'll let it cool off. And you're here to pick. There. You heard that? It clicked off. So we actually got it cooled down to less than 80 degrees once it clicked off, and once it got up to 80 degrees it clicked on. So that is a good thing. So let's relate this to car audio. Okay, so now we're relating this to car audio. I have this switch here that is grounded, and it is also connected to my relay. Again, if you wanted to click and see how I have that relay wired, please go back either in the description or the annotation that was pulled up earlier to see how to wire that up. So what I'm gonna do, just put the fan next to it somewhere so you can see me heat this up, and hopefully that fan will kick on once that switch is energized, just like a 2-prong switch. So let's see what it does. There it goes. It kicked my fan on, just as I thought it would. Now, let's put the fan onto the thermostat here. Kicks off. And that's a neat little trick you guys can use if instead of buying, and you can hook up as many fans as you want to inside of an enclosed area. Just make sure that you have an exhaust. Shoot, and so one more demonstration. Go ahead and heat up the thermostat. Another hand. And there you have it. So I hope I saved you guys some money and everything. Hit me up, like, subscribe, do what you do. Shoo, man. That's it. Peace out.